I mean, I gotta tell you, if I could teleport and they were trying to keep me there, no, see ya. I'm out. Good luck finding me. You can keep chasing me. Well, I'll wait. Isn't that like a TV show where they can disappear to any point in history and there's like people chasing them? No, okay.
Isn't that Jumper?
Doctor Who?
Yeah,
That's
Jumper.
me.
Well, Doctor Who. Okay, both of them. Well, Doctor Who kind of. They just end up different. I don't think they're chasing anybody, are they?
Well, I don't know actually.
Jumper, yeah, and wait, no, I was gonna say Sliders. That's not right. Damn it, I forgot what it was. Oh, is it Limitless where they keep going to different? They're like chasing the bad guy throughout different places in history. I think it's one.
I don't think they do that. Limitless is the drug one.
Okay, that's not Limitless. What is that called?
I don't know.
Like on
I mean,
CBS or something.
there is another movie called Limitless I've learned, so maybe that's a different one. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm confused. So that's one where he's really smart because of the drug he takes. That's Limitless.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
Okay, so yeah, there's a TV show. I think you're right on that too.
Yeah, that's what it is. There's a TV show. Yeah.
But no, that's not. No, it's something like that though. Anyway, so that would be me if I could teleport and you were telling me to stay there and I didn't want to be there. You ain't stopping.
Yeah, okay, but why don't you ask Ted that?
What?
Well,
What do you mean?
Ted wasn't a teleport though.
He was teleported out and they brought him back. It's the same thing.
So do it again. Good luck. That's what I'm saying. Good luck, motherfucker. Now I'm gonna go to fucking 1247 and see how long it takes you to find me there.
So even if other people can teleport, I get the sense that like Shimi is the most powerful because even for him to do what he's doing just, a few miles away or whatever, it's hurting him dearly. So I doubt anyone else can do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and create a whole like world made of chocolate and candy and
yeah, right.
wherever they are, it's kind of strange. Like Shimi, don't die because I'm not sure what's going to happen to me if you do.
Yeah, that part was kind of awkward too, where they're all like, we need you so our plan will work. So don't die yet, okay?
Yeah, Eddie was surprisingly okay with that.
He's been
He's
around
like,
rolling
wait,
the longest.
yeah. He's like, so how many times can he do this? Mm-hmm. Like he called
Right.
Dinky out there just to be like, hey, so how long is he going to be around? Because we're not done with him yet.
yeah, right. He's like, okay, at least two, perfect. That's all we need.
Yeah. He said, well, anyone could be like, right, but you think like two or three, right? All right, sorry.
yeah. Well, I don't care when he dies, just as long after two.
Yeah, and even Roland was. I mean, you know who Roland is, but like, god damn it, make a different choice sometime.
I mean, listen, I get where they're coming from, but I think they're assuming that like Shimi doesn't want to have a choice in the matter. Like I think he very much wants to give what he can to save the world and to help his
Oh,
friends.
well, what does Dinky say? Like, I'll ask him before I. Every time, I think it's like, come on, goddamn well he would do any. He worships the ground you walk on, so that's a bunch of shit. Because no matter what you say, he's going to do.
Exactly. But I don't just think that they're taking advantage of him either. Like, I don't think it's like that.
And how did Shimi end up there? How long has he had this power? Has he always had it? I feel like he'd be dead by now if he had it way back in Mages, right?
I don't remember if they said anything about him having like a semblance of the touch or not. Like, there could have been like and Shimi knew, but like didn't know why. Oops.
He was like the hero at the end. He went away on Cappy, who was trying to bite him in the ass or something.
He took all the fireworks or whatever that they used.
He went to the other town. Where did we leave Shimi? I don't remember.
Or no, he had a cart. I'm pretty sure that had the weapons, the guns or something on there.
Yeah,
and
he
also
put weapons in the barrels behind their house or something so that they would have them.
And he
but he was also the one that followed Susan and got her.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Out of.
Well,
Out of there. Out of where?
he was supposed to. He. I
Got her
think
out of the jail. No, I mean after that though. Like after Susan died, didn't we have Shimi going to like the next town over or something? Maybe. I don't remember.
Well, apparently he
I-
was in Gilead, so I don't remember if that happened at the end of the story or not.
No, that
I don't
definitely
think we
did.
ever actually saw that though.
I think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's comic book time. I think because I definitely don't remember that at all from Wizard and Glass.
Yeah, that's probably something he came up with afterward.
Oh yeah, what if? Yeah, like when he decided to make Shimi like the most powerful person in the book. Like, wouldn't that be a joke? If that, remember the like
I mean, I know
not
this
the
one probably. Oh, sorry.
good.
And I don't know what order they came in, but it's not the first time I've seen a Shimi character save the day by any means. Because the stand.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Mhm.
Well, I'm not sure. Save the day is the way. Well, I mean,
Yes, he. Well,
not on purpose. I guess I would say
yeah, that's
that.
true.
Anyways, no, we're not going down that road. Uh, because we're gonna have to read that book. I think at this point. So Ted is the super awesome facilitator. Dingy, Chimi's the teleport. So in Gilly, damn it. In Hambry, was there a Stanley and a Shimi, or were they the same person?
They were the same. It's Stanley Ruiz, but Shimi's his nickname.
Okay. And Sheb was in Tull and
Piano
got
player.
killed, right?
Yes, because that was after Magus. Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
definitely.
also there
Where?
in Magus.
Well, yeah, but he was the one that got killed in Tull, right? Same person.
Yes.
Yes.
But it confused
Oh,
me because I was like, well, that happened first, but chronologically it did not.
oh, I can't share it yet, but I found a timeline of like what happens when chronologically. It's very helpful. There's a lot of book hopping. Um, so okay, so Ted's the super powerful facilitator that can basically think people what to do. Shimi's a teleport. What is Dinky? He's just got the touch.
I don't remember,
So
yeah.
Dinky is from a story in Everything's Ventral. It's actually the Everything's Ventral story.
What
And he
story?
like writes. Have you guys seen Death Note?
No, but I know what it is.
He
Yeah.
basically does that. He writes letters to people, and when they read them, it's like letters and symbols and stuff, but they die after that.
Oh.
What's the story called? I don't remember that one.
Everything's Eventual.
No. That's the book.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's the
but the
story, and
story in it is
that's
called Everything's Eventual too.
okay. That's the same book that has the little
Little
sisters, right?
Sisters. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that somehow. I probably should have put that in there.
Because I have an inability to read just one short story in a book. I have to read the entire book.
Well, yeah.
So I ended up reading that entire book when we read Little Sisters.
Oh,
And
okay.
when I was reading this, I was like, oh shit, I remember him.
Was it Autopsy Room 4, I think it's called? Was it open with? I think it's that one.
Hmm?
Where like isn't it Everything's Eventual? The first story, Autopsy Room or something? Or
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not gonna give that one away, but that cracked me up. Okay. Do we need to put Dinky in the tower reading? Or that story? I have to go back and look at that.
I
totally
mean, it's not important to the storyline for Dark Tower, I don't think.
where is he? Like, is he the same exact character?
He's the same character, yeah, and I mean, he's hypothetically on, well, not Keystone Earth, but Earth. in that story, and it just kind of explains like more so what his power is
Oh,
and
So that's
how he's
assuming that's
associated with the people who end up kind of like taking him captive.
yeah.
yeah. I feel like I totally should have included that.
Oh.
Although you don't know, I kind of like how we didn't know about. Oh no, that's Shimi, not Dinky. I don't know shit about Dinky. We never met Dinky before now, right? Other than that.
I don't think so. His name seemed familiar, but it could have just been from reading the tower.
Yeah, it
I
feels
have
like he
not
should have been
read
in
Everything is
like
Eventual.
Mazes or something with that name. Like I feel like I knew it from that book for some reason.
Right.
I don't think he was in Matrix.
I'm pretty sure he was. It just seems like he should have been. So all right, so now I got to go read that and see what the hell I'm sleeping on that. I feel. But I've never seen that come up in any of the 8 million reading lists that I've looked up.
Yeah. Well, and because the name sounded vaguely familiar to me, but it was when they were like, oh yeah, he killed his captor and escaped. I was like, wait a second. That sounds familiar.
Right? I like how he has him go through like the fucking wardrobe to get to Narnia, and then he even like makes fun of himself for doing it. He's like, Eddie's thinking of C.S. Lewis and the wonderful wardrobe that took you to Narnia. And he's like, they didn't come out in Narnia, but they came out here. Cold slope of the butt. Well, that's very visual. Different kind of butt, but still. What is a butt? Butte.
Something with a mountain, right?
Yeah,
Think
isn't
so.
it like a flat part that sticks out or something like that?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. So basic story. Ted and them have a plan. We hear Ted's story, and just when it was getting good, it fucking tape runs out. So that was annoying. Like the parts that I wanted to hear him like, talk about Bobby in Connecticut and all those the adventures. And it's like, yeah, well, that's a story for another day. We're running out of tape. Like, well, wait a minute.
It's a story for another day or another book.
Yeah, we'll worry about that in 1999. What year are they in? Is that even a factor? Are they like out? I picture this whole place like outside of time.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Like they go through a door and like because they can go to any time from there. Maybe it's because of Shimi. Maybe it's got nothing to do with where they are. How does well you don't ever leave there, right? Even if you work there, even Finley don't leave there. Like let's say you wanted to go home for vacation, how would you get there? But I think it's a
You
one-way trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might not.
you just don't. You're gonna have all the money you'll ever need and no way to spend it. So good luck. So maybe they can't go anywhere from there. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of picture that place like I don't know, like its own level of the tower. There's nothing else on that level except this.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, do the years in this world correlate to Earth? Because it's like, what year has it ever been in Gilead?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Ted's acting like they're running out of time, and I'm like, well, okay, two things to that. They're in Dinky's little made-up world.
I think
There aren't they?
I think he's talking about because of the beams, though.
Well, that could be. But well, hold on. In Dinky's made-up world, there is no time. They come back at the exact moment they left, right? Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have all the time you need to do whatever you have to do.
Maybe he was just running out of tapes. I don't know.
Okay. But wasn't his voice like starting to get rough or something? Like he got tired of talking?
Yeah.
I think somebody got tired of writing. Well, that's probably not true. He never gets tired of writing. So. Okay, so well, battle prep at this point, right? And then he said something about in 25 hours when the sun rises, and then next thing I knew, like we were like in the battle. I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's been 25 hours.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we went through the night. I feel
and the
like.
sun is mechanical, so this place is complete dark, except for the fake sun that they bring up every day. So so there is no actual day or night where they are.
I feel like there still was a semblance of it though, because it's like it's twilight and then night is like pitch black dark.
Right.
I thought it was okay, maybe.
Except they did say that there's like
summer.
There's street lights and stuff, and like Pleasant. That's not gonna add that lot.
I don't know.
He still calls him Will Dearborn. It was like, come on, that was a long time. He was Will Dearborn.
If I had to, I'm sorry, but like Fedek is not a happy place. So if you're, they have to, like, there's probably no sun anywhere there. So they have to create this semblance of a normal world for the breakers to have some peace.
Is that where they went? They went to Fedek?
Well, Thunderclap is in Fedek, isn't it? Or next to it?
Yes.
Well, they were, didn't they? Yeah, because they went through the door from Fedek.
Wait, how did they get to the door? Oh, we're underneath the restaurant, blah, 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 through that whatever door. Yeah, that put them in Fedek, right? That when they the chassis door.
Yeah.
Thunderclap is part of Fedek.
Well, but they went through another sort of like teleport door that wasn't working well, which is why they threw up. So it's not necessarily in the same place.
That's true.
Yeah, that's how they got to Blue Heaven.
That's a good point, yeah.
Don't need to talk a lot about fucking Finley and Pimley. I mean, I don't. What do you say? The universe was saved because of an itchy scalp. So that was kind of cool, but like the guy, every time his head itched, he lifted his hat and then could read his thoughts just for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then that was how he knew something, where the weakness was.
That's how he found what they were actually doing.
Oh.
And how important he was.
Very, extremely. Not even a little bit. Matter of fact, I'd say it's all about Ted at that point. Yes. After like watching them being told to leave, now I understand why Ted's so. My God, they can talk about it, but when you see it, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Crack the shell of the turtle. Maybe Maturin is dead. Never figured that out.
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Yeah. So I guess the next is the attack, right? They they sit. I like the whole visualization of breaking, where they're just like sitting in the library, possibly smoking a pipe. And reading a magazine, I think, but like the whole time their like subconscious is like attacking. I don't know. I guess gnawing away at it. I have some like weird visualizations in my head about what breaking actually is.
It's just strange to me that they're so like, I know they're holding them prisoner, but like, is it that the breakers are better when they're happy breaking? Because like they don't have to give them any of the niceties that they do, or like comforts and stuff like that.
I think
maybe
yeah.
For this, though.
they gonna go?
Anywhere.
They can't teleport. We've already been through this. Like, not with enough. They don't have enough power.
They could still. I mean,
They could still run away though. They could
they could still revolt. Hell, they could take over the place, right? Fuck, powerful as they are. I mean, how much security they got? Kill them all. Why don't you just tell them
the
to,
whole
like,
thing, his whole point is like break is divine. So like they enjoy it, and that's part of the reason why they don't revolt. But that's why I don't understand why they give them so many. Well, except for maybe if it's because the Tahine, like, no, it's the Cantois. Never mind. Yeah, I have no idea. I was gonna say
well,
love
it's gonna
humans.
be they're gonna be more willing to do it, even though they like doing it. If you hook them up, and,
But
if you
who
make them.
cares if they're willing or not? They're already being held prisoner. It's weird.
Well, if you're not happy, you're gonna revolt. And I
they're
don't know
not
that I want powerful telepaths revolting against me.
Yeah. I don't know that they're really being held captive. I mean, they are in the fact that like they're not going to let them leave voluntarily.
That's the definition of being held captive.
Well, I think they would
But if
at
they
this
don't
point.
see it as being held captive, if they see it more as like a job,
There's nowhere to leave to, right? Go ahead, go. See ya.
That was my point 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know. Like they're not physically being held, but there's nowhere to. So they don't have to pay attention to any of the rules, but I don't. Like I said, I think like Ted says they're just kind of complacent,
like,
and they don't want
Sweden?
to. I mean, right? If I ever get arrested, that's where I'm going. Is it Sweden or Norway where they have the little huts that they can live on and their family can come visit them anytime they want? What, are you kidding me? So yeah, I'm trying to get to the battle. Like, start. I guess that's chapter 11, right? Oh, we have a watershed moment. Thought we've heard that before.
Every time now, I'm like, oh, I know what yours is.
Right? As if there was any doubt. This testament is surrounded with childlike doodles. I like how like a star is a comet crescent moon, which you will later come to fear.
Why?
I see them on the goddamn hopscotch things when I see them. I'm like, God damn it.
Those, right. Yeah.
That and the fucking, have you seen Brodigan? We miss him so much. He's got a wounded paw. All right, so the Tahine, Cantoy, whatever the fuck he is, Cantois, I don't know, he has the bombs. So I guess, yeah, now we're attacking. Screw the breakers. If they die, they die. Either way, they're going to stop. You understand that? But the Cantoy are the low men, right? Right?
Yes. They are human Tahine hybrids, I think is what they
So
said.
what? But aren't they all wearing masks? Like, what's under that?
No. Well, the Cantoy are all wearing masks to cover their Tahine heads.
See,
so they wear fake living human masks, which I don't even want to know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And right. They anyway. So whatever his name is, I was trying to find his name. Chavin, the son of, and what did Roderick ever do that all his kids are pretty fucked up, huh?
Oh, you're talking about the Chucky one? Haven.
Yeah, I can't. Something of Chavin. They're all Chavin. Chavin of Chavin was the one at the portal in Massachusetts, or wherever the hell they were, Maine. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course they were Maine. This one, so they give him the sneeches. So I thought you like hit a button and threw them things, and then they exploded when they got near something. He just left them there, and they like exploded when they wanted to, or like they pre-programmed them like an hour from that.
There's a timer, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it was, I don't know. We always get to these battles, and I feel like I don't have a lot to say about it because it was just pretty,
Kind of
like
like
everything.
straightforward battle.
Yeah, like everything went the way it was supposed to. So, Susan ran up and down and made him think that there was a bunch of people. I like her trike. I wish she'd have had that a long time ago.
Right.
Roland, go ahead.
I like how they kept saying, like, other people were like, "Are you sure you can do this?" Like, it's only like 6 of us, and they're like, "Yeah, we got this. Not our first rodeo."
I know. 6. You should be worried about them. How many are there? And they kill like 12. I didn't remember Jake being all Mr. Plate guy after the Kala. It was kind of
He
cool.
practiced because they said if Susanna, or I think he tried it or something, and he was like,
Yeah,
"I don't
he
want to
like
have to do it."
I think he and Benny like snuck off one night with like the practice plates and just tried throwing them, and Jake of course was a natural.
Yeah.
Oh, they all are. All the instant gunslingers are naturals. Why can't we just like get Susanna a gun already? Like, I don't understand. All these
She
or
had
does
a
she
gun.
like? Does she likes the plates? Seems like
Well,
that'd be so much harder.
the plates at that point.
Didn't she take the guards out with the plates? Or am I remember? Do I have that?
That's
wrong?
Jake.
That was Jake,
That was
and
Jake.
Roland.
Oh,
They
you're not
both
telling
grabbed the
Roland
plate.
had a plate, right?
They both grabbed one.
Oh, okay. So Susanna had the gun and they had the plate. Yeah. So okay.
She had an AR because she went from single shot to automatic.
No, that I know. Yes, yeah. She had the stash, as it were. Yeah. Why was anybody throwing plates with the stash that Ted left? Like, what the hell?
Maybe so they wouldn't make noise.
I think actually that's exactly what they were doing. They were trying to be all sneaky.
Yeah, they say that they didn't want to use the guns yet.
Yeah, gunslinger doesn't want to use guns. But
No, it's not because of the noise, like you just said.
I know. They take. Okay, where's Black 13 at the World Trade Center, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Don.
no, I don't know because remember that's the whole point. He had the Rod Dobby elf thing, whatever, put it in. I can't remember where he said he put it.
Black 13.
That was the whole point of getting Chucky to whatever his name is, Haven. And remember he put it under the pile of Kleenex.
No,
on his way.
Not Black.
That was a sneech.
What?
That was a sneech.
It was a sneech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He said orb, and I just assumed that was Black 13.
No,
pretty sure Black 13 is still at the World Trade Center.
That makes me nervous.
So where did he put the sneech then?
In the trash can.
5 of them, right? Wasn't there?
Oh, that's what caused the fires?
The explosion that started it all.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, so in what year did they put that in the World Trade Center? Do we know that? Is that 77 or 99? If it's 99, that makes me nervous. I don't want that thing in there when the fucking thing comes down. Who knows what that would do?
Yeah, I don't know. We already made that.
Well, I'm assuming we don't know that. What's that?
I think they put it in there in 99 because it was Jake and Callahan who put it in there, and they were going after Susanna. But they even made a point of saying it like,
yeah,
it'll be good until like
as long as nothing happens.
Yeah. And it's like
assuming nothing happens to the building in a couple years or something like that, something cheeky.
Yeah. And they were like, well, even Black 13 won't survive the entire building coming down on it.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually found the part where, so they do tell them about Stephen King dying because
They have. Oh, I just remembered that now. That Susanna, they have a conversation about it. Yeah.
Brinkley said King was killed by a minivan while walking. She's talking about all the people in her dreams that she heard that died, and he was one of them.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh my God, he bought the house on Turtle Black Lane." The gunslinger roared. Like I can't. I just have problems with seeing Roland that excited about him buying a house. But Ted Stevens Bradigan, go on, count the letters. I'll bet you he had to add his middle name because it didn't add up otherwise.
Well, yeah, I'm like, it's easy to make that happen when you literally just pick any middle name or whatever. You pick the whole name.
Like, give me Ted Bradigan and work that into 19 somehow. So Jake says it's a date. It's a Keystone date, Keystone year, Keystone world. Well, that sounds important. June the 19th of something in the year. What?
The whole part was like, come on, when they're like, oh, well, it has to be a summer month and it has to be June because June 6th is upside down 9 and 19. And I'm like, okay, September is also 9 and that's a summer month and it's plenty warm enough for him to be outside because I've been there.
Does that count as a summer month?
I mean, technically, summer 21st is like.
We know how you feel about September.
Well, I don't care if it's a summer month or not. I'm just saying I know that it's warm in September because I'm outside.
Definitely is. I always thought that fall started too early. Like, it's fall. I was like, great, still 90 degrees out.
So this whole part is really stretching it where he's like, June 6 upside down 9. I'm like, no.
I know. I mean, okay, I'm still uncomfortable with him being in this book at all. I don't know that was the right way to go, but whatever. That's neither here nor there at this point, right? So, well, I think that's just more King Ex Machina. I was like, all right, so we're gonna make this date work, and this is how. So it's kind of funny how he took the day he got hit and turned it into a whole like thing where he's got characters in like 5 different books talking about it.
It's very therapeutic, like I said.
I'll bet, and no kidding. You should just write a book about Brian Smith, and if he wants therapy, he should. Oh, yeah. And they figure out that Shimi can only do this a couple more times and he's going to die. But as long as he can do it a couple more times, it's all good, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
that's when they decide they have to stop the breakers before they go to see Stephen King save him.
Oh, the little boy. I like that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, that was the beam. I thought it was
impressed
like
that he even. I don't know if he. I mean, maybe he didn't plan it that way at all, but it feels slightly planned because we saw that boy, a long time ago.
Where we see him?
In the oh my God, in Jake's dream, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a long time ago.
Well, yeah, in his dream.
We just saw him in Jake's dream, didn't we?
Wasn't he just talking about it?
I also it at the start of Shimi's dream, I feel like this again leads to there can only be one type of boy because he said he could be Jake's twin. Yeah. I was like, what? Because that threw me, and I was like, okay, is it like the Jake from the Gunslinger because Roland let him fall that's talking to them now?
I thought that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally thought it was Jake, like giving Jake a message.
Yeah.
And then that's what I was starting all this with. Like, I was totally caught off guard when it was the beam talking to him. I had no idea. I guess I should have realized that, but I just didn't. Like the sixth sense, just never picked up on it. I was like, oh, that's the beam. And like, wait a minute. Well, now And then and then they're like, well, the beam kind of said, hey, fuck the writer, get your ass over here. So they attack, and everybody lives happily ever after. Right? We're trying to get to. Do we need to say any more about the battle? Not really, right?
I don't think so.
Where are Are they both? Are Finley and I can't say their name. Pimley and Finley dead at the end? Did we get?
No.
I think we got.
Well, no, actually.
I think we got one of them, right? Or did we not? Are they both alive? I can't remember.
I think Finley is dying. It made it sound like Pimley was dying, but I know he's not
Why?
because I read the first sentence of 19.
See. Yeah, didn't one of them get shot, or did I thought
Finley got shot.
They both got shot.
Well, did they? I wasn't sure how that happened. Did he shoot them when they hugged each other?
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
I thought that was weird too. Why were they hugging each other?
Because they're friends.
Nobody's friends in this shithole. Wait, who was hugging? Finley and Finley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they've never been under attack before. They didn't know what the fuck to do. It's never actually happened as long as they've been there. I can't imagine. Well, I already know it's not easy to get to. So. Okay, and then I'm trying to find they reconvene, right? And everybody's happy and smiling. The end. I don't know. Do we need to talk about this last paragraph, or are we just gonna roll with it?
Well,
I think we're just gonna roll with it because I think we're gonna spend the whole next time talking about this paragraph. So.
Yeah.
Well, they're happy. They won again. They always win. At least so far, right? I don't think they don't. Well, no, gunslingers don't lose battles. I like how he's like, and I was thinking about that. So he's like, I'd have you see them this way, not because they won a great battle and they know better than that, blah, 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 but because they're in our quartet for the last time. The story of their fellowship ends here on this make-believe street beneath this artificial sun, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, wow, like I was thinking, like, compared to what's left and whatever happens next, what we've been through is so much longer. Like, I was, wow, like, there's like half a book left, and we've been through what? 7 and a half, 6 and a half, 7 and a half. Like, I don't even. We need to read the next part because I can't. I feel like I can't complete a sentence right now because everything I want to say I can't say yet.
Hold on.
What? I just have a really super random question for you because it sounds like we're reading the same book. Halfway through your part 4, does it switch to the header of part 3 for you?
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. What page is part 4 start on?
Part 4 starts on 681, and like so up in the top corner on the right hand page, it has the part name, so the White Lands of Ithaca. But then in my book, on page 821, it starts saying "in this haze of green and gold" again.
Yes.
That's really weird.
It's exactly the same thing. So that's not an accident then, right? It's not a bring Calvin Tower a bunch of money. Let me see.
I just thought that was funny.
Green and gold and what? That's got to be wrong, right? That doesn't make any sense because
I
part
would
3
imagine.
is called In This Haze of Green and Gold. Part 4 is called. It's not like it's a chapter heading. It's the whole.
It's the whole part. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's odd. How many pages does that go on?
For the rest of the part.
Yeah.
I think
I got
that's just a
nothing.
publishing error, but yeah, I just found that interesting.
I have several things I could say to that. Mostly character related, so I'm not gonna. Might be. There might actually be a reason for that, but I'm probably.
Mine doesn't have any headings, so.
Well, that's no. You have a paper book?
Yeah.
Do you have the pictures like at the end of the chapters?
I have pictures. I don't know if they're the same ones that you have. But... well, not. It's like there's like a well, it's usually at the beginning of the chapter.
Yeah, like sketch drawings almost.
Yeah. But it doesn't say any. It never says on the top like part 4 or whatever. That's just very confusing. I have to go to the table of contents.
Does it say anything at the top? Like it
I
doesn't
think
say
it
In This
says
Haze of Green
the
and
Dark
Gold or
Tower
anything?
7. No.
Yeah, that's no help. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's kind of odd because you would think, well, is this a first? It's definitely not a first edition, right? You would think they would not have let that through. Maybe we got the only 2 copies.
Maybe.
This one is 2004, so this is first edition. Well, first edition paperback.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Give you something to Google. Look it up.
Yeah.
All right. We good?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
And the podcast. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.